People think they know Jack Gyllenhaal, but almost no one knows the one moment that nearly destroyed his entire career before it even started. A moment he has never fully revealed, a decision that changed the way Hollywood treated him, and a hidden fear he still carries to this day. And the strangest part is that this moment did not happen on a movie set or in an audition room, but somewhere no one would ever expect. Once you hear what actually happened, you will never look at Jack Gyllenhaal the same way again. People see the polished interviews, the calm confidence, the sharp jawline, and the effortless charm. But behind all that is a story built on rejection, pressure, and choices that could have gone terribly wrong. Jack did not rise because he was destined to. He rose because he refused to let one unexpected moment decide his future. And that moment started with when Hollywood assumed he had everything handed to him. Instead of helping him, his respected family name became the very reason directors doubted him. They thought he was privileged, soft, untested. Jack hated the idea of being judged before he even spoke a single line. He wanted to prove he deserved his place, and that desire would change the course of his life. There was a role early in his career that he believed he was perfect for. He prepared for weeks, pushed himself harder than he ever had, and walked into the final meeting expecting a yes, but instead he heard something that shattered him. He was told someone else felt more authentic. It was not just a rejection, it was a message that Hollywood did not believe in him. That moment broke something inside him, but it also awakened something fierce. He promised himself he would never lose a role again because someone doubted his authenticity. And that promise led him to Donnie Darko, a role people said he was too young to understand. But he did not act the character, he lived him. Every fear, every crack, every emotion that audiences felt came from a place deep inside him that he did not know he had. The success of that film did not just give him attention, it changed the way he viewed acting. The roles that scared him the most were the ones that made him unforgettable. Even then, Hollywood struggled to categorized him. Too intense for romance, too handsome for gritty drama, too artistic for big blockbusters. Jack refused to fit into a box. He turned down roles that could have given him easy fame and instead chose projects that pushed his body, his mind, and his limits. Nightcrawler became the clearest example of that transformation. People saw the dramatic weight loss, the hollow eyes, the unsettling energy, but they did not know the truth. Jack barely slept during filming. He isolated himself so deeply that even the crew felt uneasy around him. He wanted desperation to show in his eyes because he knew the audience would feel it instantly. But he did not stop there. Just when people thought they understood him, he flipped everything again with Southpaw. He trained like a real boxer, taking real hits, doing real rounds, pushing himself to execution. He wanted no shortcuts, no tricks, no illusions. He wanted to become the character completely because deep down he feared being predictable. He feared become the actor people expected instead of the actor he wanted to be. Behind all the transformations, Jack was carrying the same quiet fear that began years ago during that painful rejection. The fear of not being enough, the fear of being dismissed again. But instead of letting it control him, he used it as fuel. And today, Jack Gyllenhaal stands as one of the most versatile, and mysterious actors of his generation. Not because he had an easy path, but because he rebuilt himself every time Hollywood tried to define him. And the moment that almost destroyed his career, it became the reason he became unstoppable.